Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I bring to you guys a lighthearted, a very fun video. It is my 2021 luxury wish list. I've been a fan of these videos for so long, and I just find joy in seeing what other people want, other people's kind of like styles, and what like trendy pieces or classic pieces they've been in the market for a while or just recently. So with that being said, a quick disclaimer, you guys, dreaming is free. This is all a very lighthearted, mostly unrealistic wish list. It's exactly that. There's no way in my bank account, unless I won the lottery, that I would be able to afford all of these things on my list this year. I'm lucky enough if I could afford one thing on this list. But again, it's just me talking about luxury fashion items with you guys, things that I feel are worthy of putting my money into, and also just low-key, high-key manifesting that I am able to buy at least one of these things, one of these items this year. So with that being said, let's get on to the video. Okay guys, so let's get started. First and foremost, sorry if you guys can hear any background noise. My dog is in here with me yet again. There's people in the kitchen, you know, noises that are just out of my control. So I do apologize. But moving on to the video, I do have like a master list on my computer of literally something that kind of like, I don't like unrealistically want to say, but like has no ends. Like I don't put a limit on that because that's truly just like my wish list, you know? But from there, I go ahead and I draft something that's a little bit more realistic because that wish list is for a lifetime. You know, I have all the handbags that I would want in my lifetime there. I have jewelry, shoes, you know, just a bunch of stuff that in reality, I may get to a point where I have enough money to buy 2 or 3 pairs of shoes from that list and think to myself like, you know what, I don't really actually like those shoes, or go and try those shoes on in person and actually be like, you know what, these are not for me, you know? So that's my master list. From there, though, I do draft a smaller list that's more realistic and more targeted towards this year. So with that being said, let's get started. So on my 2021 luxury wish list is mainly just accessories. I have limited myself to writing down one handbag, and I'll discuss later in the video when I get to that, like why that's probably not gonna happen this year. But also, to be quite frank with you guys, I have a shit ton of debt. I'm in my early 20s. I just finished college like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So being able to afford all of this stuff is not ideal, you know? I just did my unboxing video of my YSL large sunset bag, but you can imagine that there's no need or quite frankly finances for me to purchase another bag. So I will discuss the only bag that I have on here and why that's probably not happening this year later in the video. But for the most part, they're just like shoes, accessories and jewelry. So we'll start with shoes. Okay guys, so the first pair of shoes on the list is a pair of boots. These are the Fendi black leather biker boots. Just truly like a chef's kiss of craftsmanship. These boots retail for $1,100 pre-tax, which is pretty pricey, but again, Fendi is very much so in the eye and popular right now. These boots, I'm aware that other fashion houses are doing the same thing. You know, Bottega Veneta has theirs. However, these are just so different. Like, the Bottega Venetas, it's more so like if you know it's Bottega Veneta, then you know it's Bottega Veneta. But those are more easily replicated by not luxury fashion houses such as like Zara, I believe has made similar ones. Steve Madden is also very good at like, I don't say like copying, but mimicking the style. And these Fendi ones have very low-key logos that make you aware that the boots are Fendi without shoving it in your face so much. So I am just truly such a fan of these. I have yet to try them on in store, just because I haven't been like going out to the mall a lot, but these just look like such a beautiful pair of boots, good quality craftsmanship. that I feel like are worthy of investment. They kind of look like boots that will last you a lifetime. I know a lot of people have like the Chanel combat boots that they don't make anymore, you know, that they've worn for like the last 3 or 4 years, and like 2 or 3 years, and you know, those boots last you a lifetime. So that looks like a quality shoe that is worth the investment, and that's the very first thing on my wish list. So the next pair of shoes I want are the Gucci Princeton loafers. These retail for $7.90 pre-tax, and I would get them either in a white or like the nudie cream color. I'm just going for something very light with these. Just like a way to like either like tone down an outfit or just make something a little bit, something casual, a little bit more elegant. I would want the ones without the fur though, because these I envision myself wearing as more of like a springtime summery pair of shoes when you don't want to wear sandals. Or even like, I guess, a fall time when it's getting a little too cold outside. These obviously have been on the market and were super, super popular probably like 3 years ago, if not more. But they just seem like such a classic statement in somebody's wardrobe that I would truly feel like is worthy of the investment. Unless like the wear and tear of them isn't that nice, because I did have a similar pair from Steve Madden and the wear and tear on those wasn't like that nice. Like the toe part of the shoe started wearing, I wouldn't say like relatively quickly, maybe like after a year, but it kind of just like drew me away from continuing to wear them. So I do have to look into those, but those are again on my wish list. And the next pair of shoes are actually sandals. So I have 2 different luxury sandals that I want, and I'll share both of those with you. I'm not quite sure if like I in the future see myself investing in both. I mean like if it's affordable, then like of course, but I don't know if like I would stick to one fashion house or to the other, because they are from 2 different ones. So the first one is the Christian Dior sandals, and these I have literally loved probably for like the last 3 years. Like I have been obsessed with these sandals for so long. They're the Deway Slides, and just every color scheme that they come out with is just like beautiful, gorgeous. So I really do love the silver toned ones and the baby pink. However, I feel like for my first pair of these, I personally would get the blue cotton embroidery or the red cotton embroidery. For whatever reason, I just kind of am like not a fan of the black, even though I'm aware that like black goes with everything. They just kind of look a little bit too harsh, and I like the way that the blue is still like neutral, if you will, and the red as well. You can like pair it with like browns and like whites and stuff like that. But I probably would go for the blue, just because it's deep enough to be like a neutral, but it's not too harsh, if you catch my drift. But aside from those, I really love the blue and the red, and then I feel like the silver tone, just because that one you can pair with a lot of other stuff. And the second pair, or the other pair of sandals from a different fashion house, would of course, if you guys were thinking, it is the Hermes Oran sandals. These I feel like are just, and I'm aware that they have been done by other non-luxury fashion houses, you know, that do a really good job at replicating them. However, these ones, again, it's about the craftsmanship, that they just look so nicely made. I do follow like YouTubers that do more like luxury videos, and they just, you know, speak on the quality, which is truly why I would invest in something like this. I think I did mention though that the Dior's retail for like $760. I believe the prices just went up. So online, yeah, the blue cotton embroidery used to be like $630, and then after a couple increases, they are now $730 pre-tax. So those are $730, and the last time I checked, the Hermes Oran sandals are about $630. They honestly are probably about to increase as well. So So the next thing on the list is accessories. So for some time now, I've been on the market for a luxury designer belt. And all of these that I'm gonna list, again, similar to the sandals, are competing with each other. I maybe in the future see myself owning like 1 or 2, but to have like 6 or 7 is a little bit much. Yeah, so they're all competing with each other, and they're all are averagely around the same price point. So the first one is the Louis Vuitton Initiales, or I don't know how you would pronounce it in French, initials belt. They do make them in different sizes. What I've been looking at is the 20 millimeter. I don't want anything like huge, just something that sits nicely like on my waist that can help accentuate my waist. Preferably black with gold hardware. The next one on the list is an Hermes belt. So I've yet to actually find any belts from Hermes that are like eye-catching, but again, I would go for similar gold hardware, black leather. The Hermes ones are a little bit pricier. Those are in the like 700 to like mid 700 price point. I don't know if I mentioned, but the Louis Vuitton one is like 500, probably like 6 something after tax. And last but not least is the Fendi FF logo reversible belt. This one is honestly the winner out of all 3. I love this belt. I would go for this belt. I feel like Fendi, even though it's super popular right now, hasn't been overdone like Gucci, for example, or like how much Louis Vuitton has infiltrated the market as well. So I really love this one. However, the only place that I can find it is Nordstrom, and they are out of stock, and I don't believe that they're bringing it back, which is such a shame. This one I do believe was in like the end 400s, if not like a $500 price point. So still similar to the Louis Vuitton one. And actually that was the last belt that I've been looking at in terms of accessories. So the next thing, I only have one piece for jewelry that I have been eyeing for some time, and that I, if possible, would want to do this year. Like, this takes the cake for all of the jewelry pieces that I want. And in case you guys were thinking, it is the Cartier Trinity ring. I am a fan of the love rings, but this one I just would want as my first piece. I mean, I'm still like back and forth between the love ring and the Trinity ring. There's something about the Trinity ring that is so beautiful and like drawing to me. This, I don't know if the prices have increased since then, but does retail for $1,340. I would just want the basic one with the 3 golds, no stone on it, no nothing, you know, just the basic one. And this I would want to hopefully, when I get it, get engraved for my college graduation. So like I have one right here. This is just like from a like jeweler. These are cubic zirconias, and then it has 3 teeny tiny little diamonds right here, and then 3 on this side. And I do believe it's 14 karat gold. And this is for my high school graduation. So I didn't get anything, nor did I buy myself anything for my college graduation. So I would want to take this one and get that as my college graduation ring and engrave it hopefully on the inside. I don't want to engrave it on the outside and just kind of like just like a little private moment, you know, on the inside. So it's just, you could wear it on a daily, you know, and it will just be a ring. And I would want it for my pointer finger, preferably on my left hand. However, I don't think that there's much like size difference from like a lot of my fingers fit the same ring size. So like from my from my left to my right. Oh, maybe this one's a little bit chubbier. Yeah, so hopefully it'll fit both and I can just alternate it. And if not, it would be for my left hand. And that's the only thing. I have tons of other pieces of jewelry that I want in my main list, but for this year and like my main focus, what I'm manifesting is my Cartier Trinity ring. Last but certainly not least, we have reached the very last item on my list. And this item I'm gonna say with the most lightheartedness that you can imagine, because I kind of have already made myself the illusion that this bag is not happening this year. I have a lot of debt, and with the price increases of these bags, I don't even have a savings for this bag, you know. It's just not ideal for this year, and I don't really want to put myself several $1,000s in debt for a bag that I realistically can't afford. So you probably have already imagined what it is. It is the Chanel Classic Flap. I also, because it is such a big purchase, haven't even decided like on a color that I want. I have several colors in mind, but I'm unsure. I would have to try it on, but right now I'm kind of leniently set on a medium. Lambskin I would do. I'm just not a fan of caviar. I just, I don't know. Just the lambskin is really what like got my heart. Aside from the fact that my YSL Sunset is also in croc embossed, so like I already have a textured black bag. So I would do lambskin, gold hardware, and this is where I'm like very undecisive about. I don't want a black one. Like I do and I don't, because I feel like it would directly compete with my YSL Sunset bag, and that's just not really, like I would want to wear my bags equally, you know? So aside from black, I also am a fan of the beige or the new camel colors that have just come out in the last season, and then the summer coming out in these new seasons. So with that being said, that's the bag that that's the next bag that I'm manifesting. However, it's a huge purchase. I don't have the savings for it. So it's not realistically happening this year. The price point of that bag is $6+, you know, so $6,000 plus. So that's a huge purchase. But it's okay because dreaming is free. This is a free space, you guys, a safe space. That it's okay to just, you know, say it and hope that in the near future it comes true, but also realistically that's not happening this year. I could maybe do one thing off of this list, two pushing it with maybe like a pair of shoes, a pair of sandals, and you know, my Trinity ring or my Trinity ring and like a belt, you know. But aside from that, that's a lot, okay? Even that on its own, a Trinity ring is probably like close to $1,500 after tax. So the Chanel bag, it's really not happening. That's pushing it. And also I would just want to see the market outside of the US. Of course, right now we can't fly anywhere, and you would already be spending so much money flying anywhere in Europe where the bag is potentially cheaper. But if you have the savings for it and you're gonna save yourself some money, hopefully, and also the experience, that would be really, really nice. But a girl can dream. To like buy a Chanel Classic Flap in Paris or anywhere in France would just be amazing. I do hear that you do save yourself some money, so that would be really nice too. But yeah, that's what she wants, and that completes my 2021 luxury wish list. Okay guys, so that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, please take this video lightheartedly. It's honestly just wishful thinking. It's me jotting down things and manifesting them into reality, pushing them and hoping that at least one of them becomes reality within this year. Obviously a lot of this is just unattainable, or to have all of it is unattainable for someone like me. And I do have other responsibilities and priorities that I put first, but it's nice to put this energy and these wants into the atmosphere and just push for them to actually come true. So I encourage you guys to hopefully do the same. Obviously it doesn't have to be luxury, it can be anything you want, but jot it down, you know, you can't create energy. Put energy into that and push it into reality, and hopefully it works out for you and for me too. And it comes true within this year. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like videos like these, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below any other future videos that you want me to film for you. I do have another similar video in the works, not luxury wish list, but something in the works for you guys. But yeah, let me know if this is your vibe and you really like this. And like always, don't forget to believe in yourselves, stay woke, stay educated, and stay safe. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye!